Hello friends, you are watching Financial Veterans, and today we'll be discussing about some basic concepts of economics. So starting from its definition, what is economics? Any guesses? Okay, let me clear it. Economics is nothing but the social science that deals with the study of production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. So let's understand this definition using a story of a small village, Ramgarh. The village Ramgarh is situated in some rural areas near 7 kilometers from a town, Rewari. Right. So, with the example of this village, we'll be discussing about some basic economic activities that will be that will be happening in a small area. Might be in a village, might be in a district or in a city. So let's move towards this village. So Ramgarh has two activities. One is the farming activities. Pardon me for my handwriting. Farming activities, and the second is non-farming activities. Right. So farming activities, taking into consideration how farming activities is going on. So the village Ramgarh, sir, Ramgarh's 75% population is employed in farming activities. Okay, farming activities. So let's take a consideration. Let's say there are 450 families there in the village. Okay, so there are 450 families there, and out of that 450 families, one third of the families are landless, right? And the left two-third, and out of the two-third, 240 families owns less than that is 2 hectares of land. So we'll be saying like where are those 60 families are left. Okay, so taking consideration of those leftover 60 families, those 60 families has a land of more than 2 hectares. Okay, so in these 60 families there are 20 to 30 families has more than 10 hectares of land. And by discussing about this distribution of land in village Ramgarh, we come to a conclusion that the distribution of land is not even, right? So the distribution of land is not even. So this is the kind of the scenario in the village Ramgarh in farming activities. Now moving towards the non-farming activities. Non-farming activities. Non-farming activity includes the economic activities uh, that are not directly related to the farming sector, but they also serves some product or services to the consumers. For example, for example, a dairy farm. Dairy farm consists of some cattles, okay, some milk animals which provide milk, and out of that milk they produce some byproducts of milk, byproducts of milk like paneer and curd, ghee, etc. So this is one of the non-farming activity that is there in that village Ramkard, and the other farming and other non-farming activities out of those activities is uh, jaggery making. Jaggery making. Other name of jaggery is gur. That is a byproduct of sugarcane. Right. After the sugarcane, the gur is processed using a process, and that is jaggery making. And one more activity is there. Pardon me for my handwriting. I'll just take a few minutes, a few seconds, sorry, to wrap it up and move on to next page. So here we are again on some non-farming activities. Uh, one of the most non-farming activities there in small villages is shopkeeping. So shopkeeping provides people the people of the village the goods required for their day-to-day activities, day-to-day living, yeah, day-to-day activities. And one more thing is there, some MSME industries also includes non-farming activities. MSME industries like steel plant, a steel plant, this operates steel plant operates with some raw materials, and processed it into some finished products, some products. These products may be ladder, uh, steel bar, etc. So this is one of the non-farming activities in the village Ramgarh, and the final activity, that is transportation, which provide the necessary services to all these activities that is happening in this village. Okay, so with the help of this transportation, people used to uh, move to get their employments. Okay, get their employments, right? With the help of this transportation, this MSME and other non-farming non-farming things get their raw material, right? Right. So these are some basic activities, economic activities, some basic aspects of economic activities that is happening in a village. So with the example of this small village, we have gone through these all the basic activities, a basic framework of the economic activities that is going through a village. So in our next video, we'll be discussing more about these economic activities in some brief, and get to know more about these activities. This is it for the today. Uh, Thank you. Bye bye.